The First Amendment. The First Amendment protects the core freedoms of a democratic society. It guarantees the right to express ideas freely, practice any religion or none at all, publish and report news, assemble peacefully, and petition the government for change without fear of punishment. Together, these freedoms form the foundation of personal liberty and open democracy. The Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects the right to keep and bear arms. It allows individuals to own weapons for self-defense, personal safety, and lawful purposes, while also reflecting the historical importance of militias in maintaining the security of a free state. The Third Amendment. The Third Amendment prevents the government from forcing citizens to house soldiers in their homes during peacetime without consent. Rooted in colonial grievances under British rule, it reinforces the importance of privacy and property rights. The Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures. It requires law enforcement to obtain warrants based on probable cause, ensuring a balance between individual privacy and the needs of public safety. The Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment establishes critical legal protections, including the right against self-incrimination, the guarantee of due process, protection from double jeopardy, and compensation when private property is taken for public use. It plays a central role in safeguarding individual rights within the justice system. The Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to a fair and speedy trial. It ensures that criminal defendants are informed of the charges against them, can confront witnesses, obtain legal counsel, and present a defense, cornerstones of a fair judicial process. The Seventh Amendment. The Seventh Amendment preserves the right to a jury trial in civil cases involving money or property, reinforcing the role of citizens in the justice system and protecting individuals from arbitrary government action. The Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment prohibits excessive bail and fines, as well as cruel and unusual punishment. It ensures that penalties remain fair, humane, and proportional to the crime. The Ninth Amendment. The Ninth Amendment clarifies that the listing of certain rights in the Constitution does not mean other rights do not exist. It recognizes that individuals possess more freedoms than those explicitly written into law. The Tenth Amendment. The Tenth Amendment states that powers not given to the federal government and not denied to the states are reserved to the states or the people. It reinforces federalism and limits centralized power. The 11th Amendment. The 11th Amendment restricts the ability to sue states in federal court without their consent, protecting state sovereignty and clarifying the balance of power between states and the federal government. The 12th Amendment. The 12th Amendment revised the process for electing the president and vice president by requiring separate ballots, reducing confusion, and improving the effectiveness of presidential elections. The 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery and involuntary servitude, except as punishment for a crime. It marked a historic turning point by formally ending slavery in the United States. The 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment grants citizenship to all people born or naturalized in the United States and guarantees equal protection under the law. It has been central to civil rights, extending constitutional protections to all citizens. The 15th Amendment. The 15th Amendment prohibits denying the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. While its promise faced significant resistance, it represented a major step forward in voting rights. The 16th Amendment. The 16th Amendment allows the federal government to collect income taxes without apportioning them among the states, providing a critical source of funding for public services and infrastructure. The 17th Amendment. The 17th Amendment established the direct election of U.S. senators, increasing democratic accountability and giving voters a more direct voice in government. The 18th Amendment. The 18th Amendment began prohibition by banning the manufacture, sale, and transportation of alcohol. Though intended to improve society, it led to widespread unintended consequences. The 19th Amendment. The 19th Amendment granted women the right to vote, marking a major victory in the fight for gender equality and expanding democratic participation. The 20th Amendment. The 20th Amendment adjusted the start dates of presidential and congressional terms and clarified succession, reducing delays between elections and the transfer of power. The 21st Amendment. The 21st Amendment repealed prohibition, allowing states to regulate alcohol and acknowledging the failure of the 18th Amendment. The 22nd Amendment. The 22nd Amendment limits presidents to 2 terms, preventing indefinite re-election and ensuring regular leadership turnover. The 23rd Amendment. The 23rd Amendment granted residents of Washington, D.C. the right to vote in presidential elections, expanding democratic representation. The 24th Amendment. The 24th Amendment abolished poll taxes in federal elections, removing financial barriers to voting and advancing civil rights. The 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment clarified presidential succession and procedures for handling presidential disability, ensuring stability and continuity in government. The 26th Amendment. The 26th Amendment lowered the voting age from 21 to 18, recognizing the rights and responsibilities of younger citizens. The 27th Amendment. The 27th Amendment prevents congressional pay raises from taking effect until after the next election, promoting accountability and preventing conflicts of interest.